a big shot unless we talking about hip-hop. Bad at TikTok, but I'll make movies like Hitchcock. Challenge Mitch, you'll barely make it like trick shots. Check your wristwatch, it's time for you all to quit. Stop trying me. I'ma be honest, I'm pretty glad no labels eyeing me. I'm independent and I don't want nobody buying me.
Yo, what up, everybody? This is Mitch Darrell, and today I'm mad. I'm upset. Okay, no, I'm playing, but I am worked up. I've been thinking about how I'm gonna do this video for the last day or so. So I'm just gonna start with this. This is what started this conversation. I don't even know how many days it's been. I think it's been like 3 days. My friend Scribe Music, he tweeted, "Everybody in CHH want to be about that rap life until the conversation of who better than who." And so I could go for an hour to expound upon what exactly Scribe meant by tweeting that and all the different conversations that have branched off it and his intent and how it's been taken wrong and misquoted, et cetera, et cetera. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to specifically focus on the phrase friendly competition and competition in general, right? So my initial comment on that post was kind of basically, I am all for friendly competition in really all areas, but specifically rap and music and hip hop, right? Hip hop in and of itself is a competitive type of genre. That's why rap battling is kind of always been a thing, or has been a thing for a very long time. Rap is different from other genres such as country music or even like R&B, because there's not usually like, you wouldn't hear battles necessarily in those type of genres. So rap is one of those things where it's kind of like one of the things that's fun to do is show off your skills and kind of try to maybe outright somebody, outbar someone, whatever. But it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's just like sports are competitive but fun. So a lot of pushback I've been seeing that kind of branched off of this topic is there is actually a group of people I didn't realize that actually think that there should be no competition whatsoever in Christian music. And I'm going to do my best to kind of give their viewpoint. Their viewpoint is we shouldn't be focused on competing. We should be focusing on glorifying God with our music, which I understand. Also that we shouldn't be trying to tear each other down, which I understand. Also, what's the point necessarily of competing? And also that our only goal, if your only goal is to compete and be better than your brother who's doing this, then what good is that, right? So my rebuttal to all of those things, right, is that competing does not, for some reason, the word competing has this definition where people inherently think that means bad. That means you're trying to tear the other person down. Trying to outdo somebody else means that you're trying to bring them down, right? For me and my group of friends and people I know and people I'm friends with in the space, it could not be further from the truth. We are all competitive with each other when it comes to rapping on the same song. If we do a cypher, and it's for the sake of building each other up, trying to be the best that we can possibly be, bring the best out of each other, try to make each other better, right? So it's fun. Sports are that way. Sports is a perfect analogy. I'm going to mention that a bunch of times because I think of basketball, right? Think of Christians playing basketball. Would you not say that they're being competitive in that moment? Of course, no. Of course you'd admit that they're being competitive. They're playing a sport. They're trying to be better than the other person. They're trying to beat the other person. But in doing that, there's a way to do that as friends without trying to tear them down, with the sake of having fun and trying to make each other better, right? So my whole thing is I created the rap should be fun thing, and I feel like it kind of got lost in me just talking about fun all the time. But one of the, maybe 50% of the reason I made rap should be fun is because of conversations like this where people are like, oh, like, no, there can't be any type of anything in Christian music that doesn't directly go towards praising God. And what I mean by that is, like, if I wanted to make a song that was for fun, let's say like a KJ52 cheeseburger and Mountain Dew type of song, I couldn't do that because what does that have to do with God directly, right? Instead of just saying, I'm a Christian who can also do things for fun that aren't necessarily, the direct point isn't let me praise God in this, but Christians can have fun. Christians playing basketball doesn't do anything to necessarily praise God in the moment, but you can use your God-given ability to be great at what it is He's helped you to be great at, right? So I have no problem with people not wanting to be competitive, not wanting to have the friendly sparring and the try to rap better than somebody. I get it, because I easily can see how you could fall into, especially if you have a problem with this, fall into ego, fall into it's not fun anymore. You're just trying to beat down somebody else. You are upset if you lose to where you want to quit. Like, if any of that is an issue for you, I completely get it. I don't think that everybody has to be competitive or competing, or that has to be their goal. At the same time, I've been told for the last 2 days that there should not be any of it in Christian hip hop, and I think that is what's a nice word? I think that that's wrong. Let's just say I think that's wrong, right? Because why you can't give me? I don't think you can give me a reason why I cannot, with my friends who understand that we are doing this. They've all opted into this, that we are competitive with each other in a fun sense, with the goal of making each other better, with the goal of making ourselves the best we can be. You can't tell me that there's anything wrong with that, because then we're going to take what we learned, how we got better from those experiences, from those songs, from those sparring sessions, and use that for our own music. And we've gotten better at that. So we now are better in our own music, in our own craft that we're using for the Lord, right? So I feel like Christians, especially in this space, have a hard time seeing how something can glorify God in the long run, instead of it having to be like directly, like, you didn't say God, so how does that affect God? Instead of, Christians do all types of things every day that don't, me deciding to walk and exercise, what does that have to do with God? That's not going to church. Well, yeah, but I'm helping to build the body that God gave me to be stronger, so that I can have more energy, so that I can do more in his name. Like, it's not really that hard. I don't think it's a stretch either. Most things that we do in some way can be used to do things that directly kind of praise and glorify God. And I think rapping is one of those things, and I want to be the best rapper I can be in this space. That doesn't mean my sole if my sole purpose was to rap to be better than other people, I would completely understand it. But that's not my sole purpose. That's not any of my friend's sole purposes. I understand that point, but to say that there's no room to have fun, to friendly competition, some people are saying it doesn't exist, and I think that's, again, wrong. You could just say it's not something that you're into doing or indulging in. Friendly competition to me is when friends or people who are acquainted or people who are in on it decide that they want to be competitive. And that could either be like a forum, like a battle where it's actually you're competing. It could be, we're both on this song, so hey, let's see if I can write a better verse than you. And if I don't write a better verse than you, it'll inspire me to do better next time, so that I can just be better for myself. I want to be better. It's not just about, I want to be better than you for what? No, I want to be the best I can be. I want you to be the best you can be. And I want to have fun doing that, because competing is fun. Sports are fun for that exact reason. Playing basketball by yourself is fun. It's cool. It's fun. Playing against somebody else, especially your friends, is fun because there's friendly competition there. I'm not trying to hurt my friend if I'm playing him in basketball. I'm not going to yell in his face and tear him down, but I want to get better. I want to do the best I can do. I want him to get better, and I want us to have fun playing a competitive game, right? Think of rap in that sense. It does not take away from what the overall goal is of the music. It does not take away from God in any way. I can see how it could lead you that way, but the problem I'm seeing is people are assuming there's no way to have friendly competition without it taking away from the bigger goal, from God, from the gospel, from the greater goal of our music. And I just don't think I think that's short-sighted. I think that's unfair. I think it's holding people to a standard that maybe you feel like you need to hold yourself at, which is fine. You don't have to be competitive. If you feel like you'll fall into envy, jealousy, anger, ego, pride, don't do it. But if you feel like you can, and you know that you like having fun, and you have friends that are down to do this as well, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Because, I mean, unless somebody can give me an argument, please, comments are open on every platform I have. Messages are open. Tell me why friendly competition is not a thing, why it should not exist in Christian spaces. And this isn't just for music, Christian anything. There's ways to have friendly competition in almost everything, right? It doesn't mean you have to tear somebody down. I love my brothers. I really do. I have a whole group chat of people I consider brothers in Christ, brothers in general, who rap well. We try to out-rap each other to make each other better. It's as simple as that. So look at that. 10 minutes. This video went quicker than I thought. Granted, I don't have anybody yelling back at me. But yeah, this has been part of a bigger conversation that's happened over the last few days. My guy Alcott had a verse on the Rapzilla freshman second cipher, saying that, this genre is competitive, and it is, in a sense that even if you're not necessarily trying to be in friendly competition, everyone is trying to be their best. Hip hop, like I said, in and of itself is competitive. You want to be very good, not necessarily for the sake of, you can say I'm better than all of you, but for the sake of saying I have gotten good at this thing that I'm doing. God has helped me to get good at this. I want to be the best I can be. It's not even a problem to want to be the best, I think, as long as you don't let that overtake your mind and that be your only goal, right? Same with sports. Look at Stephen Curry. He's a perfect example. He's a Christian who plays a sport. Russell Wilson as well, although he's not playing great right now. But Christians who play sports, I think if you're going to say there's no such thing as healthy, biblical, godly, friendly competition in rap or in music, then there can't be in sports. No Christian should play sports, because why are you trying to be better than somebody else at that sport? What does that do for God? It's fun. Rap should be fun. Life should be fun. Things should be fun without necessarily taking away from the bigger goal. In fact, it helps to grow and help to achieve the bigger goal. So I appreciate you guys for listening to me rant. I know these probably aren't some of y'all's favorite videos. You probably like why isn't this guy reacting? But this is what I started off doing, and this is what I'm going to continue to do. And I feel so much better. I was getting really worked up because people are telling me that you can't have friendly competition in CHH. It's not right. You missed the mark. Like, no, you missed the mark. So I appreciate you guys. Christmas is coming. We got gifts. We got the tree. I'm going to be in a better mood tomorrow, I promise. Christmas is only in like 2 weeks. The Panthers won again. If we make the playoffs, y'all are going to hear about it. I promise you that. I might turn into a sports show. Real talk. I appreciate you guys. Anybody who disagrees with me, I love you still. I want you to stop trying to push your ideas on everybody. And I want you to have fun. I want you to have fun. I promise you. It's okay. It's going to be okay. So I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the TLS. Shout out to my guys. Shout out to CHH. Shout out to Rapzilla. Shout out to Scribe Music. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Praise God. Peace.